Hi guys, EBPMAN with tablets for me. And today we're going to do an unboxing review of the Home Power Center from Choetech. This device gives you the ability to charge multiple devices, smartphones and tablets, as well as satisfy your standard power needs all in one simple device. Let's take a look inside. Now inside the box, we'll find our power station. You'll notice it has two electrical outlets, and then it has multiple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USB charging stations. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a couple seconds. And then what you have here is your power cord. Everything is contained in one simple device. So taking a closer look at the device, you'll find that once again it has two electrical outlets and then it has 5 charging ports. The charging ports themselves, as you'll notice by the labeling on the ports, they're smart ports, which means as you plug in your USB device, it's going to regulate the power based on what the device can consume. So you don't have a label that says iPad, you don't have a label that says Android, and pretty much wherever you plug your device, it's going to supply the adequate power. According to Cho Technology, the device is capable of supplying 2.4 amps towards each one of these ports. So that's a significant amount of power that's being dealt out with, which is going to really simplify the kind of electrical outlets or plugs that you have, because in this model, what you have is the ability to support a laptop plugged into these ports, and then all your electronic devices, your smartphone, your iPad or Android tablet. Really like a device like this for a college student who is in a dorm and needs to be able to plug in multiple devices. The other thing to highlight is that this device does serve as a surge protector as well. Now if we take a look at the side, it's a pretty clean design. You can see as we rotate it, not much to it. And on the back, you have your on and off switch. On the bottom here, and we'll flip this over for you, you can see all the specs that we've been referencing in the that we've talked about from a port perspective, and the fact that the product is a surge protector and does give you surge protection. So a very convenient product. We also can see that there's some little rubber legs on each one of these sides, providing grip. And also, if you do have this, let's say on top of a desk, because I don't really see this on the floor in any way, this is a desktop solution where you put it on top of your desk and then you'll plug things into it and then put in your electrical outlet devices on the top. It's really something that's convenient and again minimizes the amount of power bricks and power cords or power solutions that you need to power all your devices. So next what we're going to do is we're going to charge and test the charger. So I have 5 ports being occupied at this time. I'm going to charge 4 Android devices and 1 iOS device. I have an iPhone 6 here, standard edition, you know, the not the Plus. I have the latest iPad Air. I have 4 phones. I have the G4, yet to be released. In the next couple of weeks, you guys will be seeing this one, but there's a lot of reviews right now on my channel around it. We have the G3, and we have the Galaxy S6 and the Galaxy Note 4. So let's take a look at how everything works together now. So the first device I'm going to plug in is going to be the Note. So I'll go ahead and plug that in, and you'll notice that it will power up to show that it's charging. You can see the little charging symbol there. So that's our first device. I'm going to take my next cable and I'm going to plug it into the G3. I'll go ahead and plug that in right there. And that's now charging as well, so you can see that it powered up. So that's our second device. We'll just put it one on top of the other. I'm going to take the G4. New product will be released in the next couple weeks, so you get if you go to the channel, you'll find a lot of tips and tricks on the G4 as well as some accessories that are currently available. Plug that in, and that now too is charging. You can see that it's using a standard charger to charge. And now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to charge the iPhone. You notice that it is now charging, and the little charging symbol appears right there. So now I have 4 phones charging at the same time. Next, I'm going to take the Note 6, or actually the S6, and have this one start charging. I'm just going to clear out some stuff that I have on the screen right there. And we're going to plug that in. And I have that a charger is connected. You can see that right there on the screen, and you can see, let me make sure I bring that in, and you can see that the charging lightning bolt is there. And you can see here the actual charge that's going to the actual device. So we have 1.16 amps, not fluctuating. It may go up and down a little bit because it's going to be based on what the device can take. Now realize that the S6 has fast charging technology. It has that Qualcomm charging technology. This is not a device that supports it. So you'll notice that I'm not getting that fast charging message on the phone indicating that I have that fast charging. It's just a standard charger, and you can see that by the amperage that it's going to the specific device. Now what I'm going to do is, since I have all my ports used, I'm going to unplug the iPhone, plug in my iPad, and you'll notice that it is charging as well. And if I put this to the side, you'll notice that the power that's going to the actual S6 hasn't really dropped or fluctuated in any way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the iPad, disconnect it, reconnect the iPhone, and I'm going to swap cables. I'm going to swap the cable, the charging cable of my S6 with the actual G4. So let's unplug this. Plug this in right here. It's charging again. It says charging is connected. I'll put this here, and I'm going to plug the G4. I just want to see, what's the draw, if the draw is any different. So you'll notice the phone is on because it's charging. The draw is pretty similar. So you have 1.14, 1.17, very similar to what we saw with the S6. So still good charge. And what I'll do is, just to see if anything increases on this specific port, is I'll take some of these devices off to see if it supplies any more power, or is it going to remain constant with what we saw there. So you notice I did take away a couple of the devices, and it went up slightly. So we had 1.2. It was around 116, 117 before. So we'll see if we disconnect other devices, if this powers up even more. Still hovering around the same area. Now it's at 125. So I guess what you see is that as the load gets removed from the actual charger, more devices or less devices will cause the actual amperage going to any specific device to increase. But it's not that significant. Really, the difference isn't that significant. So this is a good test of how the ports work in conjunction with all the devices. So this concludes our review and unboxing of the Home Power Center from Choetech. As you can see, it could charge multiple devices at the same time and supply the standard power you need for any of your electronic devices like a laptop or a larger tablet. If you have any comments or questions about this product, leave it on the YouTube channel. I'll include the product link. I want to thank Choetech for making this product available for us to review on this channel. And once again, I'd like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe.